Hello, everyone, and welcome to another super duper sized edition of AEW Dark. I am Excalibur, joined here by the human suplex machine, Taz.
Yes, it's a loaded edition, as you said. I'm looking forward. We got Lance Archer in action. We got Sammy Guevara in action. It's a massive episode of Dark, my friend.
Well, let's not wait, and let's throw it down to the ring for our colleague, Justin Roberts, to introduce our first match of the evening.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Leva Bates, the Librarian, Peter Avalon, Brandon Cutler, the Initiative.
Well, Taz, Cutler, and Avalon have been a mainstay of AEW Dark, but it seems like they've made their alliance permanent here, doubling themselves the Initiative.
Interesting. I mean, it took this many weeks to come up with that great name, Initiative. I like the name.
Do you know what it's about?
I'll let you share. I don't want to spoil the thunder.
It's because when you roll a polyhedral die in Dungeons & Dragons, you're rolling for initiative.
I know that.
Oh, okay.
Our audience doesn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get over with the YouTube mentions. I know what you're doing.
From Nashville, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 443 pounds, Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, FTR.
Dude, that's what we should do. We should just pull up the Dark in like a rented Crown Victorian and just show up and just get out, park on the side of the announce desk and just get out of it like FTR does.
Why a Crown Vic?
Crown Vic, old school rented dog.
Yeah.
It's old school wrestler, the worker gimmick.
Got it. All right. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR. They sit at 3-0 here in the tag team division. They've scored victories over the Lucha Bros, SCU, and Butcher and Blade. Looking to keep up their winning ways here tonight on Dark. But Leva Bates is not the only interesting party looking on in this matchup. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, who I think everyone expected to be immediate rivals for FTR, has a respect and an appreciation for FTR's abilities, Taz.
It's hard not to respect their in-ring ability and their body of work, their history, and what they've done in the industry already besides here in AEW. So they're legitimate, and I think it's cool that the Bucks are sitting in the ringside just hanging out watching what's going on here. So it's good stuff.
And the Young Bucks aren't the only eager observers, as Tully Blanchard is also in the audience, continuing to scout Avalon, making a very hasty escape there.
That was smart. That was a veteran move there by Peter to get himself out of potential harm's way.
Bit of a stalemate here. It's Dax Harwood and Avalon meet center of the ring, collar elbow tie-up, side headlock, and the takeover.
Yeah, strong headlock takeover, and both Dax and Cash, strong lockups, their hookups. That's a big deal. That sets a tone in the match right away in the beginning. We've discussed that before, Excalibur. Here we go. Boom! Look at that shoulder block right there.
And there we see the aforementioned Tully Blanchard looking on, and seems when FTR is around, so is Tully. And those...
Well, there was a tag, but it was not a legal tag. Avalon tag under the rope, so that we were talking about Tully, but that's exactly what happened. And just so, try to be people up to speed, my friend.
FTR follow the rules, Taz.
Yes, they do. I mean, Dax busted it right away. He said, "Hey, that's not legal. Got to be legal. They want to do things clean and legal. I like it. Watch out. See, except for that part. See,
yeah, Wheeler drew the attention of Brandon Cutler, and Harwood able to capitalize. Oh, wow!
Yeah, buddy. That'll bring it right there. Look at this here. Bring him knees up, and quickly in comes Cash.
Cash Wheeler taking control of Cutler, lifting uppercut, knocking Cutler back to the ropes.
Oh. Yeah, that brings the physicality. Just be careful with Cutler. You got those long limbs. He will kick your head off quick. Watch yourself here if you Cash Wheeler.
Wheeler. I was going to say Wheeler got the better of that exchange, but Cutler.
With that springboard. Oh, that flying forearm. Almost like a palm strike. Maybe it was a palm strike. Couldn't tell from the camera angle.
And Cutler now tagging out to his partner, Peter Avalon. Oh, look at that. They bring him high, drop him low with the flapjack. And
Cash is in trouble right here.
Yeah. Oh, the splash, the short elbow drop combination. Look at the far leg. A 1 count kick out there by Cash Wheeler.
How about the initiative? And see that right there? Cash tried to grab a single leg out of that front headlock by Peter Avalon. Peter Avalon quickly sprawled.
And Taz, we've seen on Dark the initiative, Avalon and Cutler, their tag team cohesion has increased week by week.
Yeah,
and
totally.
I mean, they're still searching for their first win, but I mean, it would be an upset, but not necessarily a surprise.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you laid it out perfectly. Oh, look, see now, he tagged his foot. That's not legal.
And he was also in the center of the ring. He wasn't,
That's right.
Wasn't arm's length from the top turnbuckle.
Easy for you to say, but Aubrey Edwards, our referee, did a great job. I get tongue-tied sometimes.
I'll let you have that one, yeah. Double suplex. Oh, Cutler hung out to dry by FTR.
Wow, that's a super quick leg drop right there.
And
by Big Dax.
Super quick elbow drop and the headbutt. Cover, lateral press, 2 count. Cutler able to kick out.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I like the physicality FTR brings. They'll knuckle up. They're ready to go. They're gonna lay it in hard, and they want it back. They want you to bring it back to them, and that's an old school feel right there. I dig it.
And we mentioned that match with the Lucha Bros. That's exactly what happened. It was an absolute firefight.
Yeah.
Both teams left battered and bloody, but FTR left that match victorious. And now both legs of Cutler. Oh!
Man, Cutler really just snapped throat first right there, or maybe sternum first on the ropes. Tough there.
Cover. Oh, but Aubrey had her attention diverted by Peter Avalon. And we've mentioned numerous times, Taz, that the ropes is a bit of a misnomer because that's just a steel cable, and having your chest driven into a steel cable like that.
Yeah, no, we
punishing.
We talked about it last week here on Dark, and it's definitely punishing. It hurts like hell, just like this side headlock. All of Cash's weight on the side of the ear. And that's how you get a cauliflower ear, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. That's a great way to get one.
There we get the Buck's eye view over the shoulders of Matt and Nick Jackson as Cash Wheeler tries to make the tag. Brandon Cutler able to avoid backdrop from Cutler, opening the window of opportunity here. He needs to tag in Avalon. Cash tags out to Dax Harwood.
Clean tag right there. Look at that right there. With Dax just slid in, cut in front of Cutler to avoid a dive tag to Avalon.
Yeah, placed his body in between Cutler and his partner, and now just brutalizing Cutler, who's caught up in the ropes. And Cash Wheeler just battering Brandon Cutler out on the apron.
Yeah, totally. I mean, polyhedric dye is not going to help him right now. Did I say it right?
Hedral.
Exactly.
And
oh, what the? I took to leave his book.
But he took his eye off the ball for a second.
Wow, that was funny though.
It allowed Cutler to get in some shots, but Dax Harwood, you can see feeling the effects of those right hands by Cutler.
That's the thing. Cutler's a hell of a striker. Underrated, I feel. I've talked about that before here, man, with some of his offense. But FTR has really grounded Cutler for sure.
Right hand there from Cash Wheeler, driving Cutler face first to that top turnbuckle pad. And he stole the book from Leva Bates once again. Oh, he tore the book.
Well, they're not much. I mean, FTR's not big readers.
Oh! So. Cutler got out of the way of Cash Wheeler.
Yeah, that was a hard landing for Cash. He's got to try to get Dax here, but Avalon needs to get in. There you go. He's in now. He's legal.
Dax Harwood to the cross body of Peter Avalon. Step up Enziguri takes down Wheeler. Chop to the chest by Avalon. Irish whip to the ropes. Reversed by Harwood. Boot up. Oh, another Enziguri. That one took down.
Look at that. Look at
Harwood.
Split leg. Good job.
Cover 1, 2, no.
Excellent stuff by Avalon here. Look, big blow right there to the face by Cutler.
Whoa!
Oh, my God. What a landing.
But a drop kick there by Avalon takes down Wheeler. Now Irish whip into the rope, reversed once again by Harwood. He goes under. Oh
man, what a clothesline. What a clothesline.
And Peter Avalon seeing stars as Dax Harwood trying to collect himself there after that onslaught by Avalon.
Yeah, that was a shot and a half. That clothesline was super heavy duty.
Tag out as Wheeler, oh no. They've got
man.
Avalon up.
Spike pile driver.
No, breaker by FTR. Cover hook on the far leg. 2, 3.
The winners of this match, FTR.
Well, I gotta tell you, I mean, in my opinion, one of the most dangerous moves in the sport of professional wrestling is a spike pile driver, and that's exactly what you see here. I myself broke my neck, had my neck broken with that move many years ago in the great state of Florida here where we are in Fort Lauderdale. So I can tell you from experience how bad that move is, how nasty FTR putting out Avalon.
But a very interested onlooker. We saw FTR looking in the direction of Tully Blanchard. And Tully, I think, gave him a head nod right there. Tully likes what he sees.
That's a big endorsement, big influence. There's Tully on guys like FTR and the Young Bucks right here, maybe a little interaction.
Young Bucks impressed by the victory. Shake of hands, good show of respect between these two teams. I mean, many people thought FTR and Young Bucks would be perfect rivals, but they seem to have come into some sort of alignment here, Taz.
Yeah, it's interesting. We guess how the thing continues. Well, they're going to get back in that fancy truck. I think they forgot their leather jackets. Hopefully someone threw it in the back of their pickup for them. Otherwise, I'll tell you what, I'll grab those things and sell them on eBay.
Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss, they have been a force in the tag team division here tonight, and they will face Pineapple Pete and Michael Nakazawa next on AEW Dark.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first at a combined weight of 392 pounds, the team of Pineapple Pete and Michael Nakazawa.
Well, Taz, Michael Nakazawa and Pineapple Pete may be on the same page here. This could bode well for them.
Is it the truth to the rumor that Pineapple Pete now is delving into the Turkish oil wrestling?
He's interested. I don't know if he's crossed the Rubicon quite yet, but
right, okay.
His interest has been piqued.
Because it's, well, I have some insight on the types of Turkish oil Nakazawa uses, by the way. I'll get into that shortly. Okay.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 390 pounds, the team of Sonny Kiss and the bad boy, Joey Janela.
Taz, how good did Sonny Kiss look in that TNT Championship match with Cody just a few weeks back?
Sonny Kiss was excellent. I saw Sonny earlier today, and I had a quick conversation, and I said, hey, tremendous. I thought it just an excellent outing. And we saw another, I can't remember if it was yourself or JR when we were calling that, who referenced us another level we've never seen of toughness or intensity. I'm paraphrasing, and I think that's apropos what we saw out of Sonny Kiss against Cody.
Would you consider recruiting Sonny for Team Taz?
Well, who says there is a Team Taz?
Well, you certainly do have a...
You named my faction? I don't even know if it's a faction.
Well, Sonny Kiss, drop kick right there. And now, step up into the hook on Rana. Nakazawa able to avoid. Rolls to center, charging into Sonny. Oof, back elbow there by Sonny Kiss. I'm sorry for naming your faction.
It's okay.
Oh, Sonny.
Oh, wait a minute.
Has got Nakazawa.
Oh, no, he's going to... Oh, boy. This is rough.
Well, this raises a lot more questions than answers.
I might just lay out.
Joey Janela.
Joey, why touch that?
Oh,
what the hell? What are we doing?
The kiss my sass on the oiled posterior of Sonny Kiss.
What the frig was that? I need to take a shower. What is he doing now? He's looking for more Turkish oil.
Oh, Sonny slipped in the center of the ring.
Well, he's just a gallon of Turkish baby oil.
Yeah, Pineapple Pete sprayed the oil in the ring.
Poor Rick Knox.
Sonny slipped on it. Poor our ring crew's got to clean up this canvas.
Jeez.
And look at this.
Oh, look, now Pineapple Pete, he's I knew it. I heard
he's perhaps doing a little bit more than dabbling, Taz.
I read it on, I read it on social media, so it's true. Look at this.
Oh,
that actually was pretty unique. That was actually pretty cool.
Sliding off the back. Oh!
That's great stuff.
Slipping off the chest of Nakazawa. And now Joey Janela tags in. Well, Pete and Nakazawa trying to get back on the same page. Janela seeing his first action of the match. Double drop kick takes down the opposition.
Yeah, I heard that they were using a certain type of baby oil only used on babies from Turkey. So that's the key. And they also use a triple virgin olive oil, Turkish also.
Hook of the far leg by Sonny. Only a 2 count on Pineapple Pete.
Lower cholesterol, less saturated fat. There it is right there.
What does the nutritional content matter if you're only rubbing it on your body?
I don't.
Oh!
I don't know what to tell you. That Sonny Kiss just wiped out Pineapple Pete though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that one.
Leg lariat and the springboard. Sonny rolls through. Pineapple Pete goes over the top, avoiding the attack from Sonny Kiss. Oh, headbutt to the midsection. Now with the cravat.
Yeah, well done. Maybe.
Rising knee.
Beautiful. I thought he was gonna do a little flying mare, but instead that knee worked.
That clothesline follows up. Hook of the far leg. 2 count from referee Rick Knox.
You know, I'm not, and I've mentioned before, I'm not a fan of the Pineapple Pete, okay? But there's something about him with Nakazawa that kind of clicks.
Are Nakazawa and Pineapple Pete potential candidates for Team Taz?
No.
Okay, thank you.
So, no.
Pineapple Pete, I don't think Sonny Kiss saw that Janela's arm was outstretched, and Pete gave a mocking tag to the bad boy, Joey Janela. And out.
Ready. Hi.
Oh, look at that, Sonny Kiss. Flipping out and making the tag to Janela. Janela, clothesline on Pete. Clothesline on Mike. Second one to Nakazawa, takes him off his feet. Joey
Who's
Janela.
Mike? Mike who?
Mike Nakazawa.
Oh, Mike.
That's what Pete calls him.
That's tremendous. Mike, I love that.
Oh, Janela! German suplex into the turnbuckles.
Oh, ass first.
And Pete sent into Mike. And now Janela with Pineapple Pete on his shoulders. Death Valley driver rolls through. And the drop kick. Joey Janela now building up a head of steam. Tope, elbow suicida. Driving Nakazawa's head back into the barricade.
Janela just spit something, saliva just flying across the ring. Now a splash.
Diving splash, cover, 1, 2, no!
That headbutt by Nakazawa. You know, listen, I gotta tell you, Janela's offense is not always the prettiest, but I'll tell you, it's effective. He just goes crazy. I love it. Oh, that's a hell of a right hand, straight out of Jersey. That was some shot, dude.
Greetings from Asbury Park there by Janela. And now Pineapple Pete. John with the bad boy. A right hand.
Oh, no, there we go.
Nakazawa.
He's taking off the raspberry drawers. There it is. The dreaded raspberry underwear face plant gimmick claw.
Janela able to avoid it. And now.
Just imagine that odor's got a reek.
But Pineapple Pete, the big right hand, staggers Janela. And Nakazawa once again.
Oh, no, Pineapple Pete. It's going to be a rancid pineapple.
Pineapple Pete. Oh, Janela just cracks Pete with that kick.
That kick might have been better to the face than having the cotton underwear in your mouth.
And Sonny Kiss coming off the top. 1, 2, 3.
Now winning this match, the team of Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss.
Well, the success of the crew out of Jersey, Janela and Kiss, just keeps on rolling. I believe they're 5-1 in the tag team division now, and great athleticism. Now, I gotta tell you, Excalibur, that might have been the most wackiest, craziest matches I've ever called. I'm not a big overstatement guy. I've called some crazy stuff. This was pretty wild, dude.
It was wild, but that splitting leg drop off the top from Sonny Kiss, very, very effective. And as you mentioned, Janela and Sonny 5-1 on the year in tag team competition. Sky is the limit for these two.
What's going on here? What is this?
Now kids big and small can relive their favorite AEW moments at home with the brand new Unrivaled collection by Jazzware.
The Chief Brandy officer's here, repping the ladies.
AEW Unrivaled, available exclusively at Walmart this Monday.
Well, one of the most unique competitors you'll find here in AEW or hell, in all of pro wrestling, Abadon in action against Skyler Moore.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Dormont, Pennsylvania, Skyler Moore.
Taz, we've had a few looks at Skyler Moore. She's been impressive, and she is poised to make a statement here tonight, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. Listen, she's still in search of her first victory here, but she's gonna have her hands full here with her opponent because very unique. But there's something about Skyler Moore that I think maybe she could possibly catch her first win here. Maybe it'd be an upset, but we'll see.
And her opponent, from the Black Hills, Abadon!
Black Hills is nowhere near Red Hook, just so you know.
Why would you say that? Because they both have colors in the name?
Because I'm from there.
Oh, I see.
That's why. The Black Hills needs to be somewhere. Do you know what state or country that's from? Because this is Abadon. I hope there's not more like her, because she's just a very unique, special person. If she is a person.
Well, she's known as the living dead girl, and Abadon really made a huge impression on Dynamite just a few weeks ago. Anna Jay was highly touted, highly recruited, and Abadon put her away in very short order, and it was an upset test.
It was an upset for sure. It was a shocking moment. A lot of folks were shocked. There was a lot of big hype on a very talented Anna Jay, but yeah, Abadon put herself on the map. And she's just, like I said earlier, she's difficult to prepare for. Let's see if Skyler Moore, can get on some offense right away. I would think that's the best thing to do with an Abadon, is truly get on offense right away.
Skyler Moore doesn't even want to lock up with her. She is hesitant.
It's tough.
She might be scared. Oh,
Abadon,
right. Double leg, right. And now just raining down shots on Skyler Moore.
Initial double act. Oh, poor Mike Posey, our referee. Easy, Mike. She might bite your ear off.
Oh, Skyler Moore, though, raking the eyes of Abadon.
Which eye? She's got one red one and one, like, blue and white one.
And now Skyler Moore not backing down from Abadon.
Stay on her, Skyler. You just somehow, just touching her face. Who knows what's going on with that face?
Oh, man. Skyler Moore laying in those elbow strikes. Sends Abadon into the ropes. Abadon ducks the clothesline and, comes back with one of her own.
Across the body with that clothesline. You don't see that much. Look at it. That's what I'm saying about those eyes. Freaky, deaky stuff.
I mean, we've got some unique and unusual competitors here in AEW, but I think Abadon might take the cake, Taz.
Yeah, she might take the cake, throw it, eat it, smash it, run it over. I don't know what she's going to do. She's just... But keep on, Skyler, just bringing those forearms. That's what you got to do, because... This Abadon, she'll bite part of your nose off or whatever. Nice DDT there.
DDT. Skyler Moore needs to capitalize here. Abadon.
Living dead girl, snap neck Jones. There it is.
She's popping those vertebrae back into place.
About the teeth.
Man. It's Skyler Moore. Skyler Moore is now... I think she's in over her head, Taz.
Yeah, well, I don't blame her for getting out of the ring. I'd run my ass off, too.
She's trying to escape, but Abadon pursuing Skyler to the floor. Big right elbow strikes.
See Chanel back there. She's hiding. She don't want no part of it.
But Moore, sending Abadon into the barricade. Very physical matchup here, Taz.
Extremely. Skyler Moore, she shows glimpses of not having fear, but...
Big right elbow, Abadon. I mean, who knows if Abadon can even feel pain?
I don't know. I don't know. Do we know what happened to her eye? Can you find out? The red eye? Does she have pink eyes or red eye?
We'll send Alex Marvez to interview her.
Awesome.
And now, Skyler Moore has Abadon up, just carrying her weight, drops her down, center of the ring.
Yeah, front slam. Let's see if she can get her.
Abadon fires that shoulder up off the canvas. Moore bleeding with Referee Mike Posey.
Mike Posey was staying away, if you notice,
Yeah.
like from Abadon.
Gut wrench here. No, Abadon.
Hey, that's good counter.
Abadon with the backslide. No.
I thought she was going backslide too. That would have been kind of, look at this now.
Oh,
Oof.
just sits out and crunching the back, the neck, the everything of Skyler Moore. Cover 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Abadon.
Man, it's like some kind of a snot thing coming out of her nose too. It's all like the teeth, the blood eye. Looks like she was packing a lip early. I don't know what's going on, dude. God, this is...
Taz, the important thing to note here is now Abadon has picked up victories in 2 consecutive matches.
This is just very impactful on your neck. Look at this, right, bam, right there. Just putting Skyler out. Here's another angle of it.
And that was the end of the night for Skyler Moore. Abadon picking up an important victory here on AEW Dark.
Vicious. She's a vicious competitor, is Abadon.
So why the glove?
Oh no, come on, come on. Oh, the big left hand from Spears.
I can understand your questions. What I can't understand, though, are the negative and uninformed connotations that you consistently throw my way, which make no sense because they are only a direct insight to the kind of people that you really are. You think you know my industry? Okay, well, here it is, okay? Your world is safe. You're the master of your own domain, you're the lion, you're the king of your own jungle. You know, my world is vastly different. In my world, there are countless hyenas masquerading as lions, and they're always looking for their next meal. They're always looking to sneak up on you from behind. They are willing to take your throat for everything you've worked for. So like I said, your world is safe. So what am I supposed to do? What would you do? The defense of one's person or interests through the act of physical force, which is permitted in certain cases as an answer to a violent act. So do you understand now? It was never my intention to hurt anybody. This is the one thing that will never turn its back on me. It's the one thing that I can rely on, and it is the one thing that will always be there when I need it. This glove is not a weapon. It's my protector.
Ahead of their big AEW World Tag Team Championship title match tomorrow night on Dynamite, Dark Order, Evil Uno, and Stu Grayson in action next.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 462 pounds, the team of Sean Dean and Will Hobbs.
Taz, both of these men have been impressive. The last time we saw Will Hobbs, he was taking on a man you've become recently very closely associated with, Ricky Starks.
Yeah, we have a business quasi relationship. I mean, you know, you kind of feel like you're delved into what I'm doing. So you made some comments earlier, but you know, I still like you.
Thank you. I think Team Taz can sell some T-shirts. That's all I'm saying.
Keep doing it.
Give me 3%. That's all I'm asking for.
You get 0%.
And their opponents, from the Keith, at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, Dark Order.
Well, Taz, Dark Order has been poised, positioned at the top of the AEW Tag Team division for quite some time. They were at number 1, and they were in line for a World Tag Team Championship title shot, and then everything went crazy. The pandemic happened, the quarantine happened, and Dark Order, just through no fault of their own, through inactivity, slipped down the rankings. But since returning to competition here in AEW, they've remained undefeated, and now tomorrow night, they will have a shot. Oh!
Grayson, always intense. They will have a shot. Continue.
They will have a shot at Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page and those AEW World Tag Team titles. That'll be on Dynamite tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on TNT.
Yeah, it's going to be hard hitting, as is the Dark Order all the time. Evil Uno working on Short Dean. I mean, I like Hobbs and Dean, I do, but tell you what, the Dark Order, man, Grayson is just non-stop. Evil Uno is just what he's called, evil.
And Sean Dean sent into the waiting boot of Stu Grayson.
Wow, look at that physicality on his own partner. Yeah.
Tossing his own partner into the midsection of Sean Dean. And now Uno. Oh!
Wow, what a shot, man.
Stu Grayson with that martial arts background. He's got that moniker, born and bred for combat, and that's, I mean, that describes him perfectly. But Uno using his power, sending Dean to the corner, back elbows, Dean fighting out. And now Dean trying to make his way over to the corner, tagging Will Hobbs. Uno catches the boot. Oh, Enziguri! Evil Uno makes the tag as Sean Dean's making the crawl.
Let's see if Dean can get Hobbs in, but maybe not.
Oh, look at that, the boot backs off Grayson.
Whoa, look at that. Oh,
wow. Tremendous power from Grayson. Cover, 2, no.
Good toughness by Sean Dean right there. Stu Grayson, I mean, he just goes 100 miles an hour all the time, non-stop.
And Will Hobbs has yet to tag into this match. The Dark Order have just been dismantling Sean Dean.
Well, it's smart to do what they're doing. Keep Hobbs out of here if you can. He's such a big man. And we've seen him, on Dark and how aggressive he can be. So it's smart by the Dark Order to keep, single out, not that Sean Dean is small, but the smaller competitor.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Taz. I mean, Will Hobbs just so powerful. And they've got a good thing going. Oh, he's slapping the face of Dean. Just absolute disrespect there from Evil Uno. But Dean firing in those left elbow strikes.
Big uppercut, too.
And Evil Uno, though, trying to cut off the tag. Dean, kicking over the grip of Uno. Uno ducks. And Grayson.
Whoa.
Oh, big elbow drop. Blind tag there. And look at Stu Grayson getting in the face of Will Hobbs.
Yeah, smart by Grayson to bait in Hobbs. So maybe potentially a double team maneuver by the Dark Order, or maybe not. He just did it to show an illegal tag.
Well, and I think it's just more to antagonize Hobbs as Uno drop kicking Hobbs off the apron.
Let's mention too, Dark Order in full effect for the most part, except for Mr. Bird Lee on the stage area watching. Always intimidating.
And look at that! Sean Dean with a swinging neck breaker. Will Hobbs, after that drop kick to the knees by Uno.
Wow, shut down Grayson. Grayson had some kind of a springboard maneuver in mind.
Where's Will Hobbs, man? After getting drop kicked, Sean Dean left out on an island.
And Sean Dean has been, oh wow!
Over the top, tope con hero!
Great job by Dean.
In the back of Grayson's head, look at that weird, that angle that his head is bent at.
Dangerous. Steel guardrail under that AEW TNT covering there, so you're hitting steel.
And Sean Dean makes the leap, makes the tag out.
Buddy, big man.
And Will Hobbs running through Uno. Big clothesline. Hobbs leaves his feet. And now Uno gets popped up and spine buster down.
And Hobbs, he throws a clothesline. It's like getting hit with a telephone pole.
Grayson.
Put him on that moonsault. Oh, jeez.
What tremendous power there from Will Hobbs as he's got Grayson in the Oklahoma Stampede running Corner to corner.
Reminds me of the late, great Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Look at the far leg, cover, 2, no. Grayson able to kick out.
I mean, that's a near fall on the #1 contenders. That's impressive by Hobbs and Dean. Got to keep it up now. Got to keep that pressure on. Don't let him get evil. Oh, wow. Spoke too soon.
Grayson, that backflipping drop kick as the other members of Dark Order look on. 5-10. Reynolds and Silver. Boot caught there. Oh, and thrown into the face of Will Hobbs.
Oh my God, a running knee strike by Grayson.
And a combination assault there by Dark Order.
Can he get him up? Hobbs is so big. Let's see if Grayson can get him up. He's got him.
Wow, what power there by Stu Grayson. He's got Will Hobbs up, and the night fall.
Man, that power in that guy. He almost blew his own knee out doing that backbreaker.
That backbreaker, and now Sean Dean on the back of Evil Uno. This is looking bad.
Whoa.
Fatality by Dark Order. Cover, 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, Dark Order.
Excalibur, as you mentioned, tomorrow night on Dynamite, see the Dark Order take on Kenny Omega and Hangman Page. That's going to be awesome, man.
And it will be for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Boom! Taz, not to take anything away from Sean Dean or Will Hobbs, but Dark Order, I mean, they look as close to unbeatable as you can get.
I totally agree with you. And the other members of the Dark Order, as you pointed them all out, watching on in support throughout this whole contest. They are primed, pumped, and ready is Uno and Grayson for tomorrow night on Dynamite.
Now kids big and small can relive their favorite AEW moments at home with the brand new Unrivaled collection by Jazzware.
The best bell machine has arrived.
Big Trigger! AEW Unrivaled, available exclusively at Walmart this Monday.
Well, the always exuberant, always energetic and athletic Scorpio Sky in action here on Dark.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, weighing 192 pounds, Corey Hollis.
Well, Taz, we have so many interesting mixtures of styles here in AEW. Corey Hollis, a real throwback, a guy that has a very, very famous mentor. And Ricky Morton, he said it last week on TV.
Yeah, no, I know I did. I was just letting you finish. I was letting you finish. You're looking at me with the mask.
Well, I was trying to set you up.
You're very intimidating. Yes, Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, absolutely.
And his opponent from Southern California, weighing 205 pounds, Scorpio Sky.
Taz Sky has been on an absolute roll as of late. And he hopes to continue that trend here tonight on Dark, but he's going to have a tough test against Corey Hollis.
Yeah, no doubt. No, Corey Hollis fought from a pushover, but Scorpio Sky, he has the big M, man, the big momentum thing going on. He has just been looking great here for sure in AEW as of late. And he's always on point. We both are big fans of his in-ring abilities and style, his past as a competitor and what he has in the future here. So this should be a real good match, though.
Now, former champion here in AEW, of course, he and Frankie Kazarian, the first ever AEW World Tag Team Champions.
See the great footwork. So footwork's very important. That's something that Scorpio Sky has on point. I think from the beginning of this guy started his career, Sky's always had great footwork.
Yeah, I can attest to that. And you saw he was poised high on the balls of his heels as he pushed Hollis back to the corner. Hollis, though, shoots for that single leg.
Yeah, he got it, too. And
Sky, though, fighting off. Transitions to a waist lock, does Corey Hollis. And now side headlock.
Well, I think Corey realized that Sky was fixing to do a standing switch, and now Corey's got Sky in a nice hammerlock.
Sky, though, switches out, hammerlock of his own. And Hollis trying to, fights out.
does the right thing. He dipped into reverse.
Little chess game here. Oh,
Yeah.
Sky rolls him up one. Only a 1 count. Hollis able to kick out.
Nice schoolboy. See how Sky backs away? That's smart.
And those are the old school sensibilities of Corey Hollis.
Yep. I agree.
And he's making Sky, and this is important, Taz, and I want you to speak on this, making your opponent wrestle your style of match.
Always. That's the key, and it's got to be subtle. You got to do it really kind of sneaky-like, and that's where a guy like Scorpio Sky is. He knows what he's doing. Right there, caught big time in that leapfrog. Oof.
Manhattan drop there by Scorpio Sky, sets up Hollis, big Russian leg sweep.
Yeah. Wow.
Sky covers 1, 2.
You don't see that much, man, on a Russian leg sweep where your momentum's so heavy duty, you do a back roll. That's really cool stuff.
Well, we've talked about that explosive first step of Sky, but that also translates to that Russian leg sweep. He launches himself and his opponent backwards, and that extra added momentum drives his opponent's head into the canvas.
You got to have a super strong neck and traps to do that. Got to be battle tested. Your head's hitting the back of the mat hard. You're not getting whiplash. It takes a lot more toughness than people realize to do that type of a Russian leg sweep.
Irish whip into the ropes. Kobe! Sky pinpoint accuracy on that drop kick.
Yeah, one of the best drop kicks you're going to find. Sky possesses it, and he's going to keep on flying. Whoa, maybe not.
Hollis able to avoid it. Oh, sweeps the leg of Scorpio Sky out, and Sky came up immediately clutching that left knee.
Well, the apron, the second hardest part of the ring, as I learned from you, Excalibur. It's tough to land on that.
You can teach an old dog new tricks, apparently.
Thank you.
Oh! Corey Hollis takes down Sky. Hook the legs, 2, no. You could see Scorpio Sky while in that pinning predicament. He was bicycling those legs, generating some momentum to kick out.
Yeah, Corey Hollis definitely feeling on his back. It's tough to do anything offensively, but here he comes.
Oh!
That worked. Drop kick right there.
Yeah, Sky had his back turned, didn't see the drop kick coming. The blind side caught him in the back of the head. And now Hollis continuing to punish Scorpio Sky.
This guy trying to cover up, smart, not to get kicked in the mush, which is the face.
Thank you for the Taz to English translation.
Ooh, nice. Nice
Irish
reverse
whip.
On that step, that drop
Reverse,
step.
reversed once again. Sky charges in. Hollis, though, gets the boots up. Now Hollis heading up to the
Hollis.
middle rope, coming in with that backflipping kick. Cover, 2, no.
Hey, it wasn't a super pretty kick off the second rope, but I'll tell you what, it worked. Got a strong 2 count. Didn't get a pin, a win, I should say. But that's impressive.
Sky still down, still clutching that head as Corey Hollis in the driver's seat here tonight.
Yeah, watch here, you see, kind of landed quick. A little top heavy is Corey.
Oh, but Sky
Backslide, maybe.
looking for backslide, but Hollis able to escape into the waist lock.
O'Connor roll here. Yeah, he's got it.
O'Connor roll pinning predicament. Sky using that leg strength to push him off. Inside cradle. 1, 2, no. And then, big boot takes down Hollis. No, Hollis still in this one, Taz.
It's a good job right there by Hollis, I'll tell you that. Kicking out of those quick, small package and roll-ups and stuff like that. Those kick-outs, you put out a lot of energy when you do that. Then to get kicked in the face and then have to kick out again on a tight cover was impressive by the young man Hollis.
And getting rolled up in those quick kickouts, that really taxes the cardiovascular system.
That's what I'm saying. It really does. It'll blow you up straight up for sure.
Scorpio Sky.
Oh, a little inside cradle.
Inside hook. Oh, stun dog millionaire there by Corey Hollis.
Impressive.
Great counter. And the clothesline takes down Sky.
He's got Sky rocked, man. Sky might be out.
Scorpio Sky flat on his back.
You got to capitalize, young man. Go for it here, Hollis.
Corey Hollis heading up to the top. This could be an
the classic playing possum. And I hate possums, but I like Sky. That was impressive.
Got both boots up into the face of Corey Hollis. He's got him hooked up.
But here we go. TKO.
That lightning strike TKO by Scorpio Sky. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Scorpio Sky.
Really hell of a match right there. Good job by Corey Hollis, even though in the loss. But hey, look, you saw Sky playing possum right here. The old school thing, man, act like you're dead and you're not.
Those boots came up, and that TKO spelled the end of the night for Corey Hollis. Call Scorpio Sky butter because he is on a roll.
Oh, you didn't use that one, did you? All right. Old school.
The point remains. Scorpio Sky continues his winning ways here tonight on AEW Dark. The super bad girl herself, of course, with her fiance Kip Sabian, will be in action coming up next here tonight on AEW Dark.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Kenzie, Paige.
Well, Taz, she's the youngest competitor here in AEW, but she's got a bright future ahead of her.
Yeah, no, she does for sure. She takes her role in this ring as a competitor very seriously. You can tell just in her eyes.
And her opponent, being accompanied to the ring by Kip Sabian from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Penelope Ford.
Taz, do you think you and I should get matching gear like Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian?
I would say most probably not.
You did tell me to get an orange mask a few weeks ago.
Or I did. I'm sure that was offline. That was not to the public.
Oh, sorry. Well,
I'm begging you not to just
We'll
say
have
it.
them edit that in post then.
I guess I should have told you not to tell anyone. But there's the beautiful Penelope. She's got it all, as does Kip. These are two of my favorite people here in AEW. They're different type of people.
They're different type of people, but Penelope Ford has shown a tremendous amount of growth over the last 6-8 months here in AEW. She has evolved not only as as an asset on the outside for Kip Sabian, but she had a world championship title match against Hikaru Shida just a few weeks ago, and so she has really risen her game here.
No, she has, and she works really hard at her craft. Does Penelope Ford. I mean, you see, they're super bad. She's a super bad girl and all that, but she puts a lot of work into what she does, hence her success and how she's, kind of had this strong makeover what she's had.
Hard Irish whip in the corner, followed up by that clothesline in the back elbow. Penelope Ford in control of Kenzie Paige here.
Yeah, Kenzie got nice quick reversal by Ford.
Oh, and a shot to the back.
See how hard Kenzie landed on her face. That was nasty. Oh, now on her back.
The hair pull, referee Paul Turner telling her to keep it clean.
And that, Penelope Ford, she's mean, right? She's straight up, like she's got a mean streak in that ring. Oh, talking about mean. Kenzie with a mean boot.
Kenzie follows up with that clothesline. And now Kenzie fired up. And a little bit of a hair pull there by Kenzie Paige.
Wow, look at these shots right here. Very aggressive.
Left and right's the frustration by Kenzie Paige coming out.
I like it. Good job by Paige. She's locked in right now.
Kenzie Paige. Oh! Driven face first into that middle turnbuckle.
Yeah, just a tad. And a second time, just a tad overzealous. When you run from corner to corner to attack someone offensively, that's a long run, and you're giving that a person who probably is more experienced than you a good amount of time to counter, and that's what happened.
Yeah, Kenzie Paige showing off her speed.
What is the thing on the thigh? I just noticed this on the right thigh of Penelope Ford. What is that? Like a?
It's like a little.
You see that right there?
I was going to call it a bracelet, then I was going to call it an anklet.
Hold on a second.
Well, no,
it's not on her ankle.
Well, then I was going to call it a thylet.
It might be a, what do you call those gimmicks in the 40s the girls used to wear?
A garter?
Garter's around your waist, right?
No, it can be on your legs.
Oh, easy.
What do they do in weddings?
Oh, the garter. Yeah, this is like a leather garter. Yeah, that's right, garter belt. Garter belt?
Thank you for tuning in to Excalibur and Taz stumble through women's fashion here tonight.
We need Rache Chanel. This great job right here by
Camel Clutch. And she's got the fish hooks in. And you look at that, directing Kenzie Paige's face out of referee Paul Turner's line of sight.
Hey, listen, Penelope, she's from Philadelphia. A lot of blue-collar, tough girls and guys in Philly.
West Philadelphia, she was born and raised. On the playground, she spent most of her days.
Look at you.
Maxing out. chilling, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside the school.
Whoa! That's not b-ball. That's just a straight forearm shot.
Just across
Kenzie,
the jaw. And now Penelope hoists up Kenzie Paige. Has her on the shoulders, and the fireman's carry. Oh, man. Drops her down into that gut buster.
Great job right there by Penelope.
Driving all the wind, all the oxygen out of the lungs of Kenzie Paige.
Tough to recover from that. Kenzie's in a lot of pain right now. To your point, Excalibur pulls the wind right out of you. But look at that counter. That's good stuff. Look at this here in the replay.
Desperation shot. Oh, look at that. Penelope able to avoid it. Hits the stunner. She's got Kenzie Paige rocked.
Yeah, Penelope's more or less been one move ahead of Kenzie just about through the bulk of the match.
Yeah, Kenzie Paige has had a few moments of opportunity, but Penelope Ford has been in control.
No quit, though. There's no quit in Kenzie.
No, a lot of tenacity, a lot of fire there as Kenzie Paige. Oh, wow.
I think she heard you, dude.
Lots of fire.
More fire.
Yeah. Swinging a miss. Oh!
Whoa!
Big elbow strike.
Oh, buddy.
Has rocked Kenzie Paige, but thrust kick to the jaw. Just dropped Penelope Ford to one knee.
These two girls are wearing pink and purple. There's nothing pretty about this. This is nasty. Went from a full Nelson. Nice counter by Penelope.
Oh, the big pump kick there takes down Kenzie Paige. Penelope Ford looking to capitalize.
Just talk a lot of trash.
Penelope coming back. Oh, dropped her down with a cutter. One. Nope. Penelope Ford.
She's not done.
Is not done. Hooks her up. Fisherman suplex. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Penelope Ford.
Well, Taz, Penelope Ford bounces back from that loss in the AEW Women's World Championship match with an impressive victory here tonight over Kenzie Paige.
Yeah, strong for sure, and Penelope looked excellent. Kenzie had a lot of fight in her, don't get me wrong, but I thought they were going to kiss while Kip's wearing the gimmick mask. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Just don't know.
Penelope Ford, your winner here tonight.
Now kids big and small can relive their favorite AEW moments at home with the brand new Unrivaled collection by Jazzware.
The chief brandy officer's here, repping the ladies.
AEW Unrivaled, available exclusively at Walmart this Monday.
Well, the evil, mean, and nasty Wardlow. He goes one-on-one against a young man we saw recently here on Dark, very talented Aaron Solo.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from South San Francisco, California, weighing 175 pounds, Aaron Solo.
While he's been competing internationally for quite a few years, AEW fans got their first look at Aaron Solo last week. He's hung tight with Scorpio Sky, but he's got a tough draw tonight in the War Dog.
This is war. This is war.
And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing 267 pounds, Wardlow.
The War Dog himself being let off the leash here tonight on Dark.
You know what? No MJF in the house here with Wardlow. I wonder if there's still a little beef with these two guys. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that tag match at Fyter Fest with Jurassic Express, MJF, and Wardlow, they teamed up, and it was Jurassic Express that had their hands raised at the end of the night. MJF still seething about that one. It's now Wardlow. Oh, look at that. Aaron Solo ducks under.
Yeah, we saw Solo last week. He's impressive.
Yeah, great athlete, a well-seasoned professional wrestler traveling the world.
He's giving up a lot of size in this match, and Wardlow's just got a plethora of intensity.
Wardlow, went for that short right hand.
Little low round kicks right there to the hip area, outer thigh.
Solo. Oh!
Man, the power. Just, you can see how thick the quads and glutes are. just the whole lower body.
Wardlow looked like he just kicked the life out of Aaron Solo right there.
Look at that right there. Just
driving him to the corner.
Just straight drive, lifting the young man in the air, just running him, driving right to the corner. That's tough to do.
Oh, big lifting uppercut, drops Solo down to the canvas.
I like the poise that Wardlow has. He doesn't rush into nothing. He just, you can feel the pain his opponent's always in.
And Wardlow, sending Solo pillar to post. And man, Wardlow is just on a mission here, Taz.
Yeah, you can see the intensity just oozes off of this guy. Oh, man, wow. Solo just ate a big-ass uppercut forearm right there. Wardlow's just cranking it up right now. Let's see if Solo can get some kind of offense going here.
Solo sent into the corner. Wardlow taking a moment.
Taking maybe a little too long.
Yeah, Solo.
Getting real cocky right here. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Just as you predicted, Solo with that great quick footwork, a combination. Oh wow.
That was, look at the power. Look at the strength.
Oh, man. Wardlow just ate 5 or 6 kicks from Aaron Solo.
Impressive kicks.
But caught him in midair and spiked him like a football.
I mean, I almost thought he could have finished off Solo, but Wardlow doesn't want to finish off Solo. So, you know, I mean, he wants to dish out more pain.
This seems to be completely up to Wardlow at this point, as Aaron Solo is just very... Oh, man! What a wind-up on that lariat by Wardlow.
You hear that grunting yell? Man, just brought both his arms to get that momentum and swinging his whole body into that clothesline.
And now, Aaron Solo just being manhandled by Wardlow, Taz.
Yeah, Solo's in trouble here. I mean, you would think he was trying to use his quickness or something, but this is bad.
This is my God. The end of the night for Aaron Solo. Whoa.
Yeah, I think he knocked him out.
He knocked him out. Referee Rick Knox.
Winner of this match.
He's out. Look at his arm and stuff, man.
Trying to prevent any more damage coming to Aaron Solo. Immediately called for an end of the match.
You got to lift his feet or something. This kid's knocked out here.
A great hands-up move there by Knox to protect Aaron Solo, but Wardlow just absolutely brutalized him.
Oh my God. You can see how Solo lands, and look at a shot right on the jaw. That's the button, as they call it.
Wow, Taz, Wardlow was just bent. No, come on.
It's not done.
Wardlow can't, no, come on. Solo is absolutely out, and Wardlow just sends him a ride with that F10.
He's not done. He's going to do another one.
He's going to just continue to punish Aaron Solo. Completely uncalled for. Oh, the big F10.
I think you're probably good, Wardlow. I think he's definitely done now at this point, I would think. Wow.
The point has been made.
Yeah, you think?
Wardlow has been absolutely dominant here tonight. Numbers 3 and 4 of the Dark Order, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, will have a test on their hands as they take on the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent, coming up next.
Join the Dark Order.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first at a combined weight of 374 pounds, the team of Alex Reynolds and John Silver.
Well, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson will have their chance tomorrow night to defeat the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page on Dynamite. But right now, Alex Reynolds and John Silver will be in action here next.
Best friends. And their opponents at a combined weight of 418 pounds, Chuck Taylor, Trent, Best Friends.
Best Friends, the number 2 ranked tag team here in AEW. No shortage of history for the Dark Order, coining the term spooky perverts.
Yes. Yes. And listen, here's the thing. Silver and Alex Reynolds. There's something. I'm a fan of a lot of the Dark Order. All of them, I should say. But I do like Reynolds. I like Silver. I like both these guys. They're very intense, and you got to attack a team like Best Friends like that. You got to attack it from behind because Best Friends is legit.
Oh, Reynolds stomping the chest of Trent as he's struggling to get out of his jacket, just like I was struggling to say the word struggling.
Yeah, you did struggle. But yeah, no, his arms were, I'll take it from here. Trent's arms were pinned behind his own back. Well, whose back would it be? Because his jacket, was locked up. See, now you got me tongue-tied.
Chuck Taylor sending Silver into the barricade. And Taylor and Trent. Oh, coming back off the barricade with the spear.
Trent just ate that barricade like it was no big deal. And just kept, oh, wow.
And Chuck Taylor and Trent tomorrow night, they'll be in action on Dynamite in that big 10-man tag. Best Friends and Friends. Trent, Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus will take on the Inner Circle. Oh, Chuck Taylor, that rising knee strike. That'll be a huge 10-man tag match tomorrow night on Dynamite, 8/7 Central on TNT.
With the talent in that thing, 10-man tag, it's going to be sick, dude. You guys are going to have a ball calling that.
Chuck Taylor and Trent got to give the people what they want.
Covering a lot of ground here, buddy.
And now, Alex
Reynolds
was set up there looking for strong zero. Trent got planted on the back of his head.
John Silver just laid out Chucky T off that apron, man. There's Chuck, just laid him out.
Oh, man, aggressive kicks from John Silver, rolling elbow. Oh! Step up and see Gary, stunner, German suplex. Cover 1, 2, no!
That would have been massive momentum for him. I'll tell you, that's what I'm saying about Silver and Reynolds, man. I feel they're underrated members in the Dark Order.
That's right. They've been an impressive tag team. They have for a number of years on the independent scene. Since coming under the influence of Mr. Brody Lee and the Dark Order, though, they've...
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Silver covers. Only a 2 count.
No, well-traveled for sure, to your point. Silver and Reynolds, well-traveled. You can tell they're poised in the ring. It's a physical tag match here, man.
Oh!
There you go. If you didn't believe me, there it was.
Silver dropping Trent to the canvas, and now, there's just a running boot. The heel coming across the face, 2 count.
Real tough to get Trent. Trent, another guy, just so seasoned. All 40s, man. I mean, just so it's tough. That's what leads to such a heavy-hitting contest that we're witnessing this tag match here with Best Friends versus Dark Order.
Oh! And big pump kick there by Alex Reynolds. And Taz, something to think about. If Best Friends are able to prevail here tonight, and Dark Order is able to prevail tomorrow night on Dynamite and claiming that the tag team titles, Best Friends could be in line for a shot at Dark Order.
Yeah.
I know that's a lot of ifs, but it's entirely possible.
It's definitely possible. Yeah, you're right. I'm glad you pointed that out. It's totally possible, dude.
Trent got the boot up, though. Staggered Reynolds, but Reynolds swept out the leg of Trent. Now covers center of the ring. No.
Yeah, great tenacity right there. Toughness by Reynolds, but the toughness of Trent to kick out.
And there we see Dark Order looking on. 10, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, and 5 is right now 4. John Silver with his boot across the throat.
Pulls out a double by out of nowhere. All right. Crazy goatee right there out of the mask. John Silver.
As Stu looking on.
Stu's always ready to just fight. That's what I love about Grace. He's just ready to go at all times.
And, look at this. John Silver muscling Trent over to the corner. And now Silver sends Trent pillar to post. Trent goes up and over and back in.
Watch out here.
And Silver right there. As Trent up on his shoulder and drives him down. Cover. 1, 2.
like a version of like a running double leg. You don't see that much, but it's a lot of pressure on the back of your head when a guy doubles you, lifts you, runs with you, turns you, drives you. It's basically a running double leg.
Taz, a lot of tag team action coming up tomorrow night on Dynamite, a match that I'm sure you'll be particularly interested in. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks taking on Darby Allin and Jon Moxley, that big tornado tag match.
Interested. It's just encompassed my life for the week.
Running cutter in the cover, 1, 2, nope, Chuck Taylor there to break it up. And Alex Reynolds, though, sends Taylor to the outside, keeping the focus on Trent. And now the tag out, John Silver enters the ring.
Yeah, Silver taking his time. Sorry, he knows he's got Trent right now. Trent's in a lot of pain and hurting.
And Dark Order looking on. Evil Uno, Stu Grayson nodding as Trent getting lit up by those kicks from John Silver.
And Trent saying, bring it on in. Come on, let's go. Bring those round kicks, buddy.
Trent asking for more.
He's eating them.
Gets up to his feet and now fires back with an elbow. Big exchange here by these two competitors.
You got to figure the inner circle's got to be digging this, loving this. Jericho's loving it. Soften up the Dark Order for the 10-man tag. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these slaps by Silver.
Look at Trent nearly decapitating Silver there.
Softening up Trent, I should have said. I got all wrapped up in the action here.
Alex Reynolds made the tag, but immediately was sent out of the ring by Trent.
Got to get Chuck in this match.
But Reynolds pulling Chuck off the apron, and now, suplex on the floor.
Great job right there by Reynolds. Really good stuff. Oh, might get German here. A little German action.
Waist lock, release German suplex. John Silver, one of his own. Trent on spaghetti legs there.
I'll tell you, since Mr. Border Lee came in, man, Silver and Reynolds really have come a long way. Looks so much more intense and focused. They're locked in, buddy.
And Trent sent for a ride by Dark Order. Cover, 1, 2. Oh, almost an upset.
Tell you what, best friends, they might not make it tomorrow night to Dynamite. They might get eaten up right here by Silver and Reynolds.
Yeah, somewhere I think Chris Jericho and Mr. Brody Lee smiled simultaneously somewhere in the back as they've seen the amount of punishment Trent has had to endure.
Yeah, Trent is, to your point, Excalibur, has taken a ton of punishment. He can't even stand up. Silver's pulling him up. Oh, look at this, look at this.
Oh, wow. Drop driver there by Trent. Chuck Taylor back up on the apron after that suplex on the floor. What condition is he in, though?
There's your tag. Here he is, Big Chuck.
As the tag takes down Silver. Rocks Reynolds in the corner, big boot. Pops up, Reynolds, drop kick to the chest. Chuck Taylor's feeling it, Taz.
I'll tell you, this is a great scouting opportunity for Stu and Uno, because this would be the top contenders if they become the number one contenders. And in the best friends, watch out!
Whoa! Chuck avoids Reynolds and drops Silver onto him, and now Chuck Taylor. He's got him up. He's done the deal. Falcon Arrow.
He's got it. He's got it.
No!
Man, that was close.
Nobody kicks out of the Falcon Arrow.
Oh, that was legit Falcon Arrow, too. Silver just got driven.
Chuck Taylor headed up top, but Alex Reynolds there to intercept him. Big right hands to the jaw. Is now Reynolds.
Look at Reynolds going to the top rope here. Maybe going for like a super duper. Maybe not.
That was until Trent.
Oh my God, look at this.
Release German suplex. Just tossing Alex Reynolds across the ring. Chuck got the backslide on Silver.
Oh, he rolled through Silver. Oh, wow. Look how quick the kicks are.
Lightning kicks there from John Silver. Chuck Taylor floats behind. Hoists him up. Waffle! Waffle!
That's it. It's got to be it. Got to be it. He's done. Silver's out.
Wow.
The winners of this match. Best Friends.
What a match. Talk about physical. Grayson looking on, feeling like, ugh. They didn't want that to happen. They don't want that momentum right there. They don't want that going down for Best Friends.
But Chuck Taylor and Trent looking great here tonight. A lot of wind at their backs as they hit it. Oh, look at this, Dark Order.
Here we go.
Dark Order coming after Best Friends.
Small for Best Friends.
Well, a lot of momentum here for Best Friends heading in to that big 10-man tag match tomorrow night on Dynamite. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, they're going to have their hands full in that World Tag Team title match, but tonight, Chuck Taylor and Trent victorious here on AEW Dark.
Big Dynamite tomorrow.
Now kids big and small can relive their favorite AEW moments at home with the brand new Unrivaled collection by Jazzware.
The best bout machine has arrived.
Big Trigger! AEW Unrivaled, available exclusively at Walmart this Monday.
Well, the intensity gets picked up on AEW Dark right here as Jake Roberts presents the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from West Monroe, Louisiana, weighing 192 pounds, Frankie Thomas.
Frankie Thomas looking confident, looking cut, and he is making his AEW debut here tonight.
Tough-looking competitor, tough-looking face. He's got a tough task to go along with that tough look.
5, 4.
Buckle up, folks.
And his opponent.
Oh my God. Who the hell is that?
Accompanied to the ring
Oh God.
by Jake the Snake Roberts from Hearn, Texas, weighing 273 pounds, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
Just beware when this guy is just around. God, man, he is so intense at all times.
Taz, I mean, think about the intimidation factor there. Oh, is Frankie Thomas not backing down. Think about the intimidation factor there. Lance Archer has already beat somebody up before he's coming to beat you up.
I know he just beats people up all the time. Before his match, he's beating people up during the match. Oh, watch this.
Archer, oh!
Wow, just a misdirection, straight shoulder block. Total, just a great hit.
And Frankie Thomas is in trouble here, Taz.
Yeah, no, I mean, Frankie Thomas, he did the right thing. He went at the Murder Hawk Monster right away, but it's just tough. The size, the intensity, the power. Jake Roberts just in the ear at all times as the mentor for, Lance Archer. It's just a great pairing with Jake Roberts and the Murder Hawk Monster.
Throwing suplex there by Lance Archer. Archer, who had a career milestone earlier this month.
Everybody in AEW, I'm coming for you.
He's a little twisted.
Yeah.
He's a little twisted.
So, he had his 20th year anniversary when he first started in the pro wrestling world.
Well, I don't think he had a cake with candles on it.
No, definitely not.
Probably just had like a bunch of beers and just throwing stuff at people. Now he's looking at Lee Johnson.
Lee Johnson, who was one of Archer's first, shall we say, victims here in AEW.
Lee looks scared just looking at him, Lance.
Look at this. Frankie Thomas escapes out the back door, kicks to the Archer's leg, trying to chop him down. Big running strike. Archer maybe a little bit rattled here. Thomas went to pull him out by the boot.
Well, you got to get. Well,
look at this.
Smart. That's smart. That's smart by Frankie.
Frankie comes in, goes. Oh no!
Oh my God! Oh no!
Into the waiting grip of Lance Archer, who just tossed him one-hand toss over the top.
Does a back arch, kind of like a suplex, but different. Oh God!
Just knocking out a member of our audience here.
I don't know if that's the same guy he threw out here, if it's somebody different. He just knocked the living hell out of that cat.
If that's the same guy, he's the dumbest man in the building, because I would have gotten out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I definitely would have had north, south, east, west. Just get the hell out of here.
And Jake the Snake Roberts looking on, very pleased by Lance Archer's handiwork. As Archer just dismantling Frankie Thomas, that sledgehammer across the spine.
You know, the thing is with Lance, he's got a great motor for a guy this big.
He definitely does, and he's got a lot of tenacity, a lot of aggression. As unfortunately for Frankie Thomas, he's finding out firsthand. Rolls him through. Oh, Thomas able to get that sleeper hold. He avoids the blackout.
He didn't have it all the way on, as you could tell.
And that allowed Archer to drive him to the corner.
Yeah.
Thomas gets his boot up, but eats a series of right hands.
God, he's beating the dog snot out of him.
And now Archer.
Here we go.
He's got Thomas up center of the ring. Oh, he escapes and ducks the clothesline, but now walked right in to that waiting grip of Lance Archer.
Oh my God, look at this. Holy cow.
Gigantic choke slam, and now the claw applied to the head of Frankie Thomas.
Driving him in, back of his skull into the mat, just pinned him, beat the holy high hell out of him.
The winner of this match, the Murder Hawk Monster, Lance Archer.
I would love to know how Jake Roberts controls Lance Archer, because maybe I need some advice, because sometimes I can't control the machine, Brian Cage. You have no idea what goes on in our locker room. He's out of his mind. This guy's maybe even crazier. He's just they're two big, mean animals. And look at this choke slam. God.
And Lance Archer, and think about this, Taz, didn't even need to hit the blackout to finish off Frankie Thomas. That choke slam followed up by that claw. Lance Archer. Wow.
Everybody dies. Simple.
He has vexed Chris Jericho for months now. He is the man, the king of sloth style, Orange Cassidy. He will take on Serpentico next here tonight.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 195 pounds, Serpentico.
Well, Taz, last week on Dynamite, we saw what we thought was Serpentico coming to aid the Inner Circle, but it turned out to be Sammy Guevara, who raided Serpentico's gear bag.
Yeah, very smart, very slick, very cool in my opinion.
And Serpentico bringing his own streamers.
And his opponent, from wherever, weighing whatever, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy will be a part of that huge 10-man tag team match tomorrow night on Dynamite, Taz.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know, the Orange one, very unpredictable. He never shows his hand. You never know what's going on with him. He's tough to deal with, and we know how credible he is once the ding, ding, ding happens. We've witnessed it, we know.
Now, Taz,
yes,
you've often accused many people of whether they wear orange, perhaps they're named orange,
right,
of gimmick infringement.
It is gimmick infringement. It's flat out. I used to like Orange Cassidy. I don't like him that much anymore, but he's Orange Cassidy. I respect him for that, so we leave it alone. We kind of have that mutual respect on the Orange team.
Well, let me ask you this, Taz.
What?
Chris Jericho now has a $7,000 jacket.
Yes.
That is stained orange.
It's stained orange because the big orange juice thing. It's a beautiful white jacket that we've seen recently on Dynamite, and it's unfair what happened to Chris Jericho.
Are you going to accuse him of gimmick infringement?
Who, Jericho?
Yes.
No, because it's like a tangerine orange, because it was white and then the orange juice, made it orange.
The laconic and sloth-like Orange Cassidy really taking his time, drawn out this ring entrance.
I mean,
I didn't know his song was this long.
He's putting padding on now. He's putting a neoprene sleeve on. It's sloth-like is the way to go.
The king
it's a struggle just to put on an elbow sleeve.
The king of sloth style, Orange Cassidy, Wow. I was gonna actually pose another hypothetical question. Are we sure that Sammy Guevara isn't under that Serpentico mask?
Right.
But I think that answered it right there.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't think that would be Sammy. No disrespect to Serpentico. Well, here's a side headlock as Orange has his hands in his pocket. That's typical of Orange.
Sends Serpentico off, the little bypass, the leapfrog. Rolls under Serpentico. Serpentico rolls through. Orange Cassidy rolls through.
This is so hard to do.
Arm drag by Orange Cassidy with his hands in his pockets. Takes down Serpentico. Springs to his feet.
I'm telling you right now, okay? People could say whatever they want. I'm telling you right now, that is so hard to do what he just did. And we've seen Orange do that before. The sleeve is off, by the way.
Oh!
Watch out.
Looking for that big knockout shot was Orange Cassidy.
Keep your hands in your pocket and do all those offensive moves and move that quick and have, a first step explosion. Use your hips, use your back. So hard not using your arms. And that's what he's doing by keeping his hands in his pocket. It's really impressive. Never seen nothing like it, to be honest.
Serpentico beckoning Orange Cassidy out to the floor.
Serpentico, he's not coming out.
All Orange Cassidy has to do is stay in the ring and Serpentico gets counted out.
Well, now... I'm actually shocked that Orange Cassidy went out there after Serpentico.
And I think, look at this, Serpentico. Baseball slide out. He grabs the leg of Cassidy as he's trying to re-enter the ring.
Well, good thing that happened. We could have been here all night. Oof. We would have been here all night.
This match does have a 20-minute time limit.
Okay, maybe not all night. Maybe 20 minutes.
Double stomps there by Serpentico. He goes up and over the top, out to the apron, drops the leg across the chest of Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, right across that sternum. Really good job. And look at that side kick. And now, short DDT.
Planting Orange Cassidy, cover 2. No!
Really stacked up Orange high in his neck and shoulder. Really
almost a huge upset there.
Yes, sir. Really good job by Serpentico. I like what he did right there. Stay on him now here, my man. Serpentico, very calculating.
Maybe Serpentico.
He's very cerebral.
Maybe he really is working with the inner circle.
Keeps spinning his head around. It could be. It's definitely not Sammy this time.
And Serpentico once again charging in. Oh, Orange Cassidy dodging out of the way. Cassidy hits the ropes. Tope Suicida.
Shot.
Driving Serpentico back into the barricade. Now Orange Cassidy heading up top. But Serpentico, that rising kick.
Good job. Yeah, good job right there. Serpentico shutting down Orange.
Stopped him right in his tracks. And now Serpentico.
Taking a long time here, maybe for a superplex.
Yeah, burning daylight on the top. No, hits the superplex, floats over.
Hangs on to that head. Good job.
Serpentico, no, Orange Cassidy goes through. He's got him captured. 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy.
That was nice.
The winner of this match, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, good luck kicking out of that. You're tied up, man. You're stretched, you're tied up. You're not kicking out. It's really hard to do.
Serpentico obviously upset. Charges into Cassidy. Cassidy avoids it. Just decks Serpentico. Absolutely blasting him. And that could be in store for Chris Jericho tomorrow night on Dynamite.
It's funny. Yeah, well, you're right. Jericho's got to be careful of those heavy hands. Those heavy hands. Oh, wow. Of Orange Cassidy.
Maybe that's why he puts his hands in his pocket so much. His hands are so heavy.
It could be. Good point. Never thought of that. Look at this here right here. Tight, real tight. Everything, every limb just about except for one leg is locked up.
An airtight pinning predicament there by Orange Cassidy as he very leisurely redresses himself.
I mean, is this necessary? I mean, you got undressed out here for 10 minutes. Slight exaggeration. And now he's got to just don't put the jacket on, Orange. Just leave with it.
Orange Cassidy brimming with confidence ahead of that gigantic 10-man tag team match tomorrow night on Dynamite.
Yeah, that's going to be explosive for sure.
I like what you did there. Dynamite explosive.
Of course. Slick. That's what I am. I'm very, very slick. I'm good with words.
Now kids big and small can relive their favorite AEW moments at home with the brand new Unrivaled collection by Jazzware.
The Chief Brandy Officer is here, repping the ladies.
AEW Unrivaled, available exclusively at Walmart this Monday.
He made his shocking return last week on AEW Dynamite. Sammy Guevara back in the inner circle, back in action here tonight on Dark.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied to the ring by Lowrider. From Mobile, Alabama, weighing 165 pounds, Fuego del Sol.
Fuego del Sol, up until now, Taz, we've only seen him in tag team competition. He's got a big opportunity here tonight in the singles division.
Got a tough task at hand, but this kid, Fuego del Sol, very athletic. We've seen very quick. Talk about quick and athletic. Here we go.
And his opponent, from Houston, Texas, weighing 184 pounds, they call him the Spanish God, Sammy Guevara.
Well, Taz, Sammy Guevara made that surprising return last week on Dynamite, disguised as Serpentico, to attack Jurassic Express, turn the tables back in the favor of the inner circle.
I thought it was very ingenious. I thought it was very smart of Sammy to do that, the inner circle. I thought it was great. It really was. Very smart thinking, being one step ahead of your opponents, and Sammy coming back in an explosive way. See how he does here on Dark.
Sammy Guevara, this will be our chance to see what kind of shape he's in ahead of that big 10-man tag match tomorrow night. Part of AEW Dynamite, 8/7 Central on TNT.
Massive, massive 10-man. You mentioned a tornado tag with my two men, The Machine and Starks, against Mox and Darby Allin. It's going to be heavy. We're putting the beat down on. Let's see. Look at Sammy. Still cocky. Look at him. I love it.
And now the waistlock, bringing Fuego del Sol up to his feet. Side headlock there. Sammy Guevara wrenching on the head of Fuego.
Yeah, got himself a little two-on-one wrist control right here. I thought he was going to go with arm wringer. Look, rolled. Nice kip up by Fuego del Sol.
Oh, Fuego showing off his agility.
He's fast. You just see he's quick. Not a big guy, but he's quick.
Look at this, intercepts the overhand chop attempt, intercepts that one. Now as the Greco-Roman knuckle lock, Sammy Guevara with the advantage though.
Yeah, I mean, Sammy doesn't normally have a size advantage on the opponents he has, but he's got one on this, on Fuego del Sol.
Oh, look at that,
nice
Del Sol, 1, 2, no, Northern Lights suplex, great transition there by Del Sol.
Yeah, nice counter though, hooking that front headlock Sammy did and just muscling around.
Yeah, Sammy able to use his size, as you mentioned, Taz.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he's used to wrestling guys that are bigger than him at times, so it's a big, it's a big plus for you when you can have that size advantage. But Sammy, the thing is, he's great. He's definitely great. Sometimes gets a little too cocky. He's just really smooth, and he's a Spanish god, for God's sakes. Of course he's smooth, right? It's a layup.
Reversal there as Fuego escapes out of the corner.
Whoa, look at this.
Charging in on Sammy. Comes over the top, the kick. Knocks Sammy back towards center. Fuego del Sol springboards in, but Sammy Guevara, the rising knee strike cover. 2. Sammy Guevara, I mean, he just fell into that cover.
It wasn't even a cover. It was just like smooth. And I was doing some, well, not crunches, just a little ab work. You don't stress much. He's just smooth as silk. I almost said ice. Well, it could be smooth ice.
Ice is actually very smooth.
Really?
Well, I mean,
yeah,
you think like a hockey rink.
Unless you use crushed ice.
Yeah, then
it's not smooth.
It's rocky.
Right. Well done.
Sammy Guevara.
Delayed vertical.
Holding Fuego del Sol up and drives him down. Covers 1, 2. No.
I feel like Sammy's kind of toying with this young man a little bit.
Yeah, Sammy has never had any shortage of confidence.
I like it.
And, it's something that Matt Hardy we've seen in the past. He's tried to...
look, he's doing some squats.
Matt Hardy's tried to get Sammy Guevara to change his ways. He sees the potential in Guevara, but he says he's got to break free from the grip of Chris Jericho. Guevara, gets rolled up. 1, 2, no.
I don't think that'll ever happen. It's the Jericho and Sammy. You kidding me?
Whoa,
my God.
Jeez.
That was nasty.
Fuego del Sol thrown to the floor.
His head almost fell off.
I think Guevara was actually surprised that Fuego even survived that fall.
Yes, I am. I know that.
Now Sammy Guevara, a little bit of a fake out there.
Classic Sammy. Spanish God City.
And now rolling to the outside to keep up the assault. And look at this. Guevara, oh my God.
Jeez.
That was very nearly disastrous for Fuego del Sol. I mean, it was disastrous. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, exactly. One of his limbs could have fell off or his head. Look at Sammy out vigorously. He throws Fuego del Sol back in the ring. He's starting to get a little ticked. You see that with him. He shifts into a second gear, and he's done playing games.
It will be Sammy Guevara alongside Santana and Ortiz, Jake Hager, and Chris Jericho taking on the best friends and friends. Chuck Taylor, Trent, Orange Cassidy, Luchasaurus, and Jungle Boy tomorrow night in that 10-man tag team match on Dynamite.
Yeah, massive matchup for sure. I'll be busy, though, as you know, with my men that are going to dominate in the tornado.
Fuego del Sol coming off the middle rope, takes down Sammy. Oof!
Wow.
Kick to the jaw. Sammy on roller skates here. Fuego del Sol.
Face first goes Sammy.
He's putting some great offensive series together. And now Fuego del Sol headed up top. Looking to make short work of Sammy Guevara. Fuego del Sol, Cancun tornado, nobody home.
Here comes Sammy, buddy.
Oh! Sammy Guevara. And now the GTH.
Jeez.
Covers 1,
shot.
2, 3.
Sammy Guevara. This is my moment to shine. This is my time of flight. I've been grinding.
Sammy Guevara, you see how he shifted, as I said, that other gear? He's done playing games. This young man can turn it up. There's a reason why he's more or less a protege of Chris Jericho and another proud member of the Inner Circle. He's legit, dude.
What a confidence booster for Sammy Guevara. As if, look at this, he's not done.
Lowrider now. Next victim, it looks like.
He blindsided Lowrider, and now, a second GTH and just knocking Lowrider to the floor. Sammy Guevara just decimating the competition here.
Rolling into that 10-man tomorrow night, as you mentioned, on Dynamite. It's going to be powerful, boy.
Somehow even more confidence than usual there for Sammy Guevara. He put the lights out. He got the 3 count.
Turned the intensity up, too, when needed. He was fun being smooth the whole match, and then he just turned it up. And he shifts into the other gear. I mentioned that a few times in this matchup because it's impressive the way he does it.
Guevara still doing those ab exercises.
You don't need to.
He's going to be in tip-top shape tomorrow night on Dynamite.
Nobody, anybody, I'll face you off, and I'll beat y'all. I'm a Spanish guy, baby. Never forget. This is my ring.
Your boy's back in the spot. Don't make it hot.
Hey, we're about to go out there and... Wait, before we go out there, have you seen Matt?
I didn't see Matt. That's a good question.
Hello, young ones.
Oh, speaking of the devil.
No need to fret, no need to fear. Big Money Matt is here.
Thank God.
Now, you know why I like you guys? You know why I like you so much?
Let us hear it.
Because you have dreams, you have aspirations. You want to be the biggest ballers.
Shot callers.
You want to be the most prominent players. You want to live a life of luxury.
Love it.
Like me. And I want to see you guys be successful. I want to see you guys be the most over act in AEW.
Okay.
Because the more successful, the more over you are, the more over I stay. The more successful I become, it makes me look good, right? It's a win-win. Now, speaking of wins, I need you guys to pick up a big win tonight in this triple threat.
No doubt.
By any means necessary. Don't let me down.
Don't let him.
Make me proud. and wealthier.
Man, Big Money Matt. Kind of a dick.
And check out this blockbuster we got here. Private Party versus SCU, Kazarian and Daniels, and Santana and Ortiz. Enough said on that one. This will be crazy.
Oh my God, is that Private Party?
Yeah, let's go. Tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by Matt Hardy from a location where you need an invitation. At a combined weight of 24 ounces of vodka cranberry, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn, Private Party.
Taz, I've become something of an expert in the multifarious nature of Matt Hardy, and that is Big Money Matt.
Yeah, Big Money Matt don't play. It's a very, it's a whole unique situation. I'm just happy Matt Hardy, Big Money Matt, was not dancing. Private Party, on the hand, was dancing pretty slick, but Matt Hardy, I don't know about that.
We've seen some great things from Private Party since the Hardy Party has started here in AEW, since Private Party's come in to alignment with Matt Hardy, and they have a huge opportunity here tonight in this three-way tag team match.
That's gimmick infringement. This orange and black situation, I'm just letting you know, straight up. Yeah.
And their opponents first, from Southern California, at a combined weight of 425 pounds, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, SCU.
SCU, definitely the most experienced duo in this three-way tag team match.
Yeah, this is going to be a wild affair here with these 6 athletes that we're about to call here shortly. Very unique, this whole setup of this match.
But Taz, experience isn't everything. We've seen Private Party pull off some huge upsets, and we've seen these next two men be some of the toughest out.
Then you're going to hand it to Santana and Ortiz and obviously Private Party.
And Santana Ortiz allowing Kazarian and Isaiah Cassidy to start off the match. They're content to observe the proceedings to see how this match unfolds.
I think that's smart. I think that's smart by Santana and Ortiz. I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho gave them that, that information. Hey, let's go that route. Let Private Party and SCU start this thing off and see what you got going on.
You see Mark Quinn looking on as Isaiah Cassidy has the hammerlock on Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah, you don't see that often where you're sitting, a guy has you in a hammerlock, but it's smart the way Kazarian got up. He's been through so many matches. Nice inside drop toe hold. I'm a big fan of that type of drop toe hold. Not a lot of people use that anymore.
Kazarian, you can see driving. He has the headlock on, but he also driving his forearm into the bridge of the nose of Isaiah Cassidy.
Really twisting that head of Cassidy.
Cassidy, though, them short elbows to the ribs of Kazarian. The shoulder tackle drops him down. 1 count, kick out.
That tackle, that quick cover, Excalibur, right? That's real smart to do. Try to get a quick win if you can.
Isaiah Cassidy, though, using his agility, just hanging on to the ropes and blind tag there by Ortiz, who tags in and immediately ejecting Isaiah Cassidy.
Whoa, big old hip toss right there by Kaz on Ortiz.
And that deep arm drag. Ortiz ducked the right hand, got a boot to the face.
Whoop. Quick Ukemi roll right there by Ortiz to get away from that clothesline.
And now tagged there by Santana as Ortiz swinging neck breaker. Santana coming in off the back of his partner. Moonsault press. And Santana Ortiz looking impressive here tonight, Taz.
Yeah, very impressive. Two proud members of the Inner Circle. Two fellow New Yorkers, to me, I should say. Nice snap suplex.
Cover.
Looking at that gear they're wearing, Santana Ortiz, very New York Yankee-esque. I don't know if you noticed that, by the way.
Oh, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Don't get hot.
I mean, not a big baseball fan, so I didn't really see it fit to acknowledge the Yankees, but whatever, man.
I'm not a Yankee fan. It's all good. But I'm actually a Met fan, but all right, here we go.
Oh, look at this roll-up. Kazarian had Santana, now makes the tag out to Daniels. A little bit of a reversal there by Kazarian and sent Santana into that leg. Oh, Manhattan drop. And Frankie Kazarian.
They're not done here. Oh, face first.
Oh! Ortiz. Back heel trip there by Daniels.
Some body shot. Santana ate that right in the gut by Kazarian.
Kick to the chest, clothesline to the back, elbow drop across the spine. Now covered, center of the ring. Barely a 1 count there.
Yeah, strong kick out right there by Santana. And, Daniels had he didn't hook a leg, but he had a Big Money Matt giving some advice here.
Gut wrench in the ring, Daniels covered. But yeah, Big Money Matt coaching on Private Party. Giving these two young competitors some knowledge from that deep well of experience.
Yeah, if you're gonna listen to anybody about tag team success and wrestling, why would you not listen to Big Money Matt Hardy? For sure, Private Parties. They're smart doing that.
Yeah, Mark Quinn made the blind tag in, and Mark Quinn actually seeing his first action of the match takes the side headlock on Daniels. And Santana a little frustrated that Quinn was able to make that blind tag.
Yeah, sure was.
Ooh. Leapfrog there by Daniels. Quinn throws the boot, Daniels catches, and now the step up into the Hurricane Rana there.
He's got Daniels rocked, does Quinn. Oh, look, here comes Cassidy now. Watch out, these guys are quick.
Private Party. Manhattan drops, step up, Gamangiri, sweep of the leg. Daniels smiling for the camera, not smiling anymore as Mark Quinn comes in with the double stomps to the top of the head.
Cassidy with those fancy orange kicks right there.
Isaiah Cassidy been on a roll, Big Money Matt telling Isaiah Cassidy stay on Daniels.
That's right, he realizes Daniels he needs to be worked on more. And you got other guys that want to try to get in this match.
Oh, Daniels,
whoa.
Inside cradle, 1, 2, no.
You're not going to do much to Chris Daniels in a match that he hasn't done to him before. Oh, wait a minute.
Ortiz with the blind tag in. Santana takes Cassidy out of the ring, and Ortiz just ran over Daniels. And now Santana and Ortiz. Double suplex there. Ortiz covers.
Strong.
Kick out, and Ortiz covers again. Kick out again by Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, good. You see that tenacity right there by Ortiz with those covers. You never know, you catch somebody, you just keep covering, you might get them on a 3.
See Ortiz wearing that Inner Circle t-shirt. You can get your own. Oh, look at this Northern Light suplex, 1, 2.
Yeah, he did that out of an arm ringer. You should do something like that back in the day, pretty similar, a little similar, but yeah, good stuff right there with that arm ringer into that Northern Lights throw.
You can get your own Inner Circle t-shirt at shopaew.com. And Ortiz sits out with a senton. Santana covers, 1, 2. Nope, Daniels able to kick out.
Santana not happy with referee Mike Posey right there.
I noticed you didn't accuse Ortiz of gimmick infringement.
Ortiz? Why? Why would I do that?
Because he did a very similar Northern Lights suplex to you.
Yeah, he did, but similar, but not like, it's similar. I mean, and he's a New York guy. I know Private Party are New York guys. I just don't like, I've told them. And they better hope that Brian Cage and look, if Brian Cage goes up to Private Party and says, don't wear orange and black because, that's Taz's colors, what do you think they're going to say? Or Ricky Starks goes and kicks one of them in the head. What are they going to do? Exactly. All right.
Fair point. Of course, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks will be taking part in that big Tornado tag team match tomorrow night on Dynamite, 8/7 Central on TNT. against Jon Moxley and Darby Allin.
I can't wait for that. I'll tell you, I cannot wait for that. Darby Allin needs his face kicked in, and Mox, I just want to see the machine tear his head off. And look at this. Daniels is in trouble. Sit out powerbomb. Whoa!
And the kick by Santana. Cover 1, 2, no. Cassidy comes in and breaks it up. It wasn't his partner, but it keeps this match going for Private Party. Great heads-up break there by Isaiah Cassidy.
Yeah, for sure. Cassidy's a little, definitely a little concerned because he sees what's going on. It's the physicality here. Him and his partner, look, to win this thing, you got to be in this thing, right? So that's the only thing. It's getting, the match is evolving on. You want to try and be in there now at some point. Blind tag yourself in or something.
Chris Daniels is as tough as they come, but he's endured quite a bit of punishment here in this match. Oh, double clothesline.
Yeah, you can see Daniels grabbing the back of his head. He landed really hard on the back of his bean right there. Sorry I lost my cool on you a moment ago. You provoked me.
Yep.
But I apologize for you provoking me. Oof!
I accept your apology. And now Ortiz with Christopher Daniels up. Daniels goes over the top, dodges, and Frankie Kazarian wasn't on the corner, so he's forced to make the tag out to Mark Quinn.
Whoa!
Quinn coming in, big cross body.
Big springboard cross body for sure. Look at this.
Oh
my God. Just kicked Santana, knee and shin first in the head.
Now Mark Quinn building up ahead of steam, takes to the skies.
Just took out 2 members of the Inner Circle, Santana and Ortiz right there. Mark Quinn.
Quinn returns Ortiz to the ring. Snapmare, and now tags out to Isaiah Cassidy. Cassidy from the outside in with the moonsault. 1, 2, no.
Oof. Stuff, you really got to put a lot of pressure on a guy like Ortiz or Santana.
And look at the flurry of shots there.
Fire, bringing fire.
Referee Mike Posey separates Isaiah Cassidy.
Cassidy bringing the fire for sure. Whoa, watch out.
Charges in, and the silly string by Private Party.
Perfect. Very impressive by Private Party.
Isaiah Cassidy covers. 2, no. Frankie Kazarian there in time to break it up. Kazarian sent over the top rope, lands on the apron. Oof! Gets guillotined over the top rope.
Man, Frankie really landed hard. He got just like he got shot out of a cannon. That was nasty.
Tag out Mark Quinn, the legal man alongside Ortiz. Scoop and a slam by Isaiah Cassidy. And really taking advantage of this this 10 count here is Private Party.
Really, they're not hustling, but I mean, Ortiz isn't moving either, so he's in bad shape. What the hell is this?
Oh, wow. Paige out of Matt Hardy's playbook, too.
Whoa.
No, Santana pulling out referee Mike Posey to stop the count.
Here comes Santana. Watch out.
Quinn charges in. Santana able to avoid. Rolls up Quinn. Goes through. Hits the cutter.
Beautiful. Watch Daniels.
Daniels charges in. Santana pulls him out. Santana rolls through. Went for the cutter, but Daniels had him stop. Blue Thunder bomb. Ortiz boot to the midsection. Scott Daniels up.
Oof.
Oh!
Wow.
Just brought him over the top into that stunner.
Kazarian stopping Ortiz. And look at this. Straight DDT right there by Kazarian.
And now Isaiah Cassidy ducks the line. Comes in over the top with a face buster on Frankie Kazarian. Now Isaiah Cassidy over the top on Christopher Daniels.
We knew this thing was going to be just crazy, and that's exactly what it is.
This match is completely broken down, and look at this. The low blow.
Yambag City.
Inside cradle. 1, 2, 3. Santana Ortiz Here tonight on AEW Dark, but it keeps going tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on TNT with AEW Dynamite. The World Tag Team titles will be on the line as AEW Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page meet the #1 ranked Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
That's going to be awesome for sure. And speaking of awesome, the AEW Women's Champion Hikaru Shida, she is in action against Diamante. That will be must-see TV.
And the TNT Championship will be on the line. Cody offers another open challenge and a huge 10-man tag team match as best friends and friends Chuck Taylor, Trent, Orange Cassidy, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus take on Chris Jericho and the Inner Circle tomorrow night. And a big tornado tag team match as Brian Cage and Ricky Starks take on the AEW World Champion Jon Moxley and Darby Allin in a tornado tag team match. It's gonna be nuts, and it will be tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on AEW Dynamite. Thank you everyone for joining us here tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow on TNT. Good night, everyone.